Let us see how Python can be used in database applications. And I am using MySQL database in my session. To be able to work with MySQL, you should have installed it in your system. It is available in MySQL website. Or if you already have some server like WAMP in your system, MySQL is bundled with it. Python needs a MySQL driver to access the MySQL database, and MySQL.connector is used for this. You can use pip to install MySQL connector. And I will show you now the screenshot of installation process. Okay, so here you can see the process of installation of MySQL.connector. Now you should give at the command prompt Python space -m space pip space install space MySQL-connector and press enter, and MySQL-connector device driver is getting downloaded and it will be installed. Now you can see this second screen here. It gives a message successfully installed MySQL-connector. So once this is done, you can start interacting with the MySQL database. Let's see how you can do it with the help of few programs. Now, first of all, let me check whether I am able to get connected to MySQL database. So here also I have given the command to install the driver. So Python space -m space pip space install space MySQL-connector. And to start working with MySQL, I must establish a connection to the database. So I have the connect method here. Connect method of MySQL.connector returns the connection object. In our example, it is dbconnect. So here dbconnect is equal to MySQL.connector and I am using the connect method. So dbconnect is the connection object. And while I am using connect method, so I have to use some parameters. Which are the parameters? The host name is localhost because my database is installed in my system, and the username what I have given is root, and the password I haven't given anything. So these are the different parameters I must use with the connect method. Okay, so let me run this particular program. Okay, it says connected to MySQL successfully. So you can just look at this, and MySQL connection object at it's giving this particular message. Okay, so now let's see now how we can create the database. How to create the database. So here I have an example to create the database. Okay, again here the explanation given again. Connect method, we have already explained this to you. Connect method of MySQL.connector returns a connection object, and in our case it is dbconnect. So connection is established, connection object is created. Okay, so now using the connection object dbconnect, a cursor object MyCursor is created to perform database operation. and execute method of cursor object is used to execute SQL queries. So you can just look at this particular my cursor, which is the cursor object, and I am using here this execute method of cursor object to execute SQL queries. So here I am creating a database VP test. I am not executing this program because I have already created this VP test, and I will show you that particular database in the listing, which is the next program. So let's go to this particular program. So here again, DB connect is the connection object. My cursor is the cursor object, and execute is the method of the cursor object to perform SQL queries, to execute SQL queries. So this particular program is going to display different databases in my system. Okay, so I'll execute this. So here for loop is used. So let's execute this. Okay, you can just look at this. In my system, in my SQL database, I have got different databases created. So you can just look at this. VP test is the database which is already created. And in our example programs, we are going to use VP test database. VP test database is already created. Now let us see how we can create a table and how we can insert data into it and how we get the display of it. So to create a table in MySQL, use the create table statement. Database name should have been given when you create the connection. You can just look at this. At the time of creating of this connection object DB connect, so we are including the database along with host, user and the password parameters. We are also passing the parameter for database. Okay, so a table named students created with the primary key. So I am going to create a table named as students, and while creating the table, we are specifying the different attribute. Let's see that. And for listing all the tables, once the table is created, I can also use show table statement to see which are the different tables are present in that particular database. In our case, it is VP test. And we can also insert, we have also inserted few values. Then we have used commit method to enforce the changes made in the current transactions and that are made permanent and become visible to other sessions. And we have also used select command to see all the records from the students table. Okay, so you know already, you know that DB connect is a connection object, and my cursor is the cursor object, and execute is the method to perform SQL queries. Okay, so now I am not going to in detail, I am not going to explain each of these commands, but still. So create table, name is students, and the first attribute is ID, which is of type int, and it will be auto incremented and it is a primary key. Then another attribute what we have is name, which is of type varchar, and the third attribute in my table is place. Again its type is varchar. Okay, so now the table is created, and after that what we are doing, we are just executing show tables statement, so that whatever tables are present in this particular database VP test will be displayed. Okay, again I have here for loop, and we will be using what? My cursor object. Now after that I am going to insert some values. So insert into students, two records I want to insert, one with the name Swarnalakshmi and another with the place Paniyadi space Udupi. The second record is Kritika as the name and Paniyadi space Udupi is the place. and I'm executing that particular SQL statement, and after that I'm committing those changes made. And here what we are doing here, we are again reading the records from the table students, and we are using fetch all method of my cursor object, and those fetched records are displayed with the help of this for loop. Let me run this program. Okay, you can just look at this table in the database VP test is students. So here we are executing this show tables command. Okay, and it's executing this for loop, but I've got only one table, so it is displaying students as one table in the database VP test. Then here after insertion of records inserted, then what I have read in the record from the table students, and it is displayed. So the first record is Swarnalakshmi with the place name as Paniyandi space Udupi. The second record is Kritika, name is Kritika, and the place is Paniyandi space Udupi. And 1 and 2, these are the primary keys. Okay, now let us see how we can use the where statement. When selecting records from a table, you can filter the selection by using the where statement. You can also select the records that starts, includes or ends with a given letter or phrase. Use the percentage sign to represent wildcard characters. So let's execute this program and see how it works. Okay, now look at this. DB connect is the connection object, and my cursor is the cursor object. And here in the table students of the database VP test, I want to search for the name Swarnalakshmi. So what I'm going to give the SQL statement as select star from students where name is equal to Swarnalakshmi. Okay, so you can just look at this. So this particular SQL query is executed with the help of execute method of my cursor object, and fetch all method of my cursor object is going to fetch those records which will be, name is equal to Swarnalakshmi, which matches this particular search criteria. Okay, so now record from using wildcard. Okay, before that, we just look at this. So Swarnalakshmi space Paniyandi Udupi. So this particular record is displayed. Next, what we can, as I said here, we can also use wildcard. So look at this. Select star from students where name, like, and which is the character using for wildcard, that is percent, to represent wildcard, that is percentage, and I want to have KR as 2 characters to search in my table. So again it is done, and you can just look at this. It is displaying the record Kritika, that is the second record. Kritika is a name, and Paniyandi space Udupi is the place. Now let us look at one more program, that is to use order by keyword. So you can use the order by statement to sort the result in ascending or descending order. The order by keyword sorts by default result in ascending order, but to sort the result in descending order, DESC keyword is used. Okay, again DB connect is a connection object, my cursor is the cursor object, and SQL statement is select star from students order by name. So I want to sort the record according to the name, and when I execute this query, what happens? The records are displayed in the ascending order. If I want the records to be displayed in the descending order, I can just look at this particular statement. Select star from students, order by name, but what extra keyword I am going to use? DESC. So what does this particular command will do? This particular command will display the record in the descending order. So let's run this program again. So you can look at this. In the first case, when I executed this particular query, it has displayed two records, Kritika first, then the Swarnalakshmi, because it is in the ascending order, alphabetical ascending order, and in the second case I want it to be displayed in the descending order, so alphabetical descending order, yes, then K. So this is descending and this is ascending order. The records are displayed in the ascending order in this case. Here the records are displayed in the descending order. Okay, now let us look at another program which performs the update operation. So you can update existing record in a table by using the update statement. Now VP test is the database and students is the table in which I want to update the place. What is the new place to be updated? That is, which is a new string to be updated? That is Budna space Udupi, where place is equal to Paniyadi space Udupi. So in my table students, wherever I find places Paniyadi space Udupi should be updated as Budna space Udupi. Okay, so let us execute this program and let's see whether it's doing it. Yes. Okay, so it says two records affected. I have here my cursor.row count, so it gives me the number of records affected, and now it is showing me the updated records. So earlier it was Paniyadi space Udupi, now it is changed to Budna space Udupi. Okay, so this is how you can update the records in the table. Now let us look at one more program, that is to delete a record. Let's look at the program to delete the record. Okay, so here for the purpose of deleting, now I have inserted one more record with the name as Jaydev and the place as Budna space Udupi. Okay, so I'll be using this delete statement, delete from students where name is equal to Jaydev, and as we have been doing, I'll be using this execute method of the cursor object my cursor. Okay, so let me let me execute this program and let us see whether the row will be or the record will be deleted. Okay, so now after inserting this new record Jaydev, I am just displaying it. So it is displaying me Swarnalakshmi, Kritika, Jaydev, and I am deleting one record. I can just look at this delete command. I am deleting this one record, my cursor.execute method. So after that I am again reading the different records which are there in the table students. So now after deleting this Jaydev record, it is now displaying only these two records, that is Swarnalakshmi and Kritika. Okay, so this is how you can also delete a record from the table. Now let us see how a table can be dropped. So in this program I have this SQL statement, drop table if exist students. So if the table named students exist in the database, then only it will be dropped. What is the database name? Database name is VP test. So VP test is the database name. So let me run this program. Okay, table students dropped. Okay, so this is how you can create a database. You can create the table. You can insert different values. You can update the records. You can delete a record, or you can display the records in the ascending or descending order. All this can be done. Okay, so I just had to show you few of the examples.